Hello there. I bring word from Ivaldi.
What do I care? Go talk to the Ganger.
Ganger?
Yeah, the chief. Name's Oakler.
Let's see. Which one is Oakler?
Did anyone follow?
A word, my friend. Ivaldi requests your aid.
Ain't my concern. Go talk to Ogler.
He's the master of this workshop?
Master? Nah, boy, he's chief when the master's ain't here.
Those two are down.
So much shit.
What do you want?
What do you want?
Ivaldi sends me. He requires the help of a skilled artisan.
A meeting of minds, huh? Well, it ain't up to me. You'd best talk to Brocker or Sindri.
They still breathe? Where are they?
No idea. Sindri went off adventuring. He does that. Mind you, it's been a while since he left.
How much of a while?
Couple of weeks.
And his absence doesn't worry you?
Not my business where he goes.
And Broker?
Went to look for Sindri. Bit of a worry guts, that one. Ever since he mucked up the forging of Mjolnir. Anyway, look, leave your name and I'll pass it to Brocker when he shows up.
Tell him Harvey of Asgard was here.
Harvey of... by Ymir. Really, it is you?
I'll return tonight. In the meantime, fetch Ivaldi. He's at the old workshop ruins.
so much shit. Asgard has abandoned us.
No, we are their dearest allies. They won't let us down.
How can so many starving dwarves produce so much shit? The High One will save us from the giants, but who will save us from the High One? Asgard has abandoned us.
No, we are their dearest allies. They won't let us down.
Were you followed?
3 times it stung me. 3 on the hand, then the neck, oh, then on the eyeball.
A true master would ignore such trifles.
Trifles? That gadfly was the size of a squirrel. A big one.
An ogre could tear me limb from limb, and still my severed hands would finish the job. That is focus. That is passion. That is
Horseshit. Master Broker, I'm glad you have made it home. And your brother? Did you find him?
Yeah, you never did say where he was.
I believe Sindri went adventuring.
Adventuring? No, that's not it. He went to find the special mead. Had a hankering, he said.
Special meat.
Yeah, the special mead.
Sutunga's special meat?
What's that frosty arse got to do with it? We ain't in Jotunheim, in case you hadn't noticed. Well, there's this mead they make down at the brewery. So sweet, well, it's bloody sweet, all right? Anyway, Sindri had an itch for it. Just a horn or 2, he said. So, off he goes. That was half a moon ago. I told him not to do it. Too many giants out there, but he wouldn't listen. Him and his cravings.
Where can I find this brewery?
Aylthorpe, southeast of here, other side of the marsh. Can't miss it. You're going to rescue him?
I will find him, yes. And afterwards, you and he will repay me by helping Evildee with the job I need done.
Now, hold on. We didn't,
Good. We have a deal. That gadfly? It was Loki. Thor himself could not have withstood the sting.
How can so many starving dwarves produce so much
Is it too much to ask for some decent talks around here?
You'll get us in trouble.
Time to make them talk. I must hand it to Sindri. Even after... He still has the defiance to seek out a horn of Celtic fame's finest. The sweet scent of mead, fouled by the stench of muspels. Yakna too. Where are they holding him, I wonder? The smell of mead grows strong. This must be where everything's. Those that guided him here. I don't believe in locked doors. Aid me. Be my eyes.
Sorcerer's victory! Fire, you nut! Right, the idiot! Press hard! I'm out of meat! Bring me another barrel!
Sindri has been here. A chain was placed here. From the scarring, something heavy was suspended from it. I've carried enough dwarves recently to know they are not as light as they look. Is this Sindri's special mead? Given the puddles on the floor, he must have taken a bath in it. This hammer bears the mark of Sindri. And here, a bag of roasted acorns. This blood is many days old. One trail leads in, the other out. What do we have here? The Muspels have a prison not far from here. Jan's House, they call it. Some days ago, Sindri was captured while sneaking outside. He was dragged in here for interrogation. His belongings were seized. Even his roasted acorns, one of the many dwarven delicacies I will never fathom. They tried to loosen his tongue, using the same sweet mead he himself sought. Almost drowned him in it. But the shelter has not been raided. So Sindri must have remained strong and refused to give them its location. Instead, he was dragged away, bloodied, drunk as a fish, but alive, most likely to face further tortures at a makeshift prison named Jan's House. That is where I should go next. Muspels aren't making any use of this place. They let it rot.
Don't just stand there. Get it over with. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of any of you. Put me out of my misery so I don't have to look at your ugly faces any longer.
I'd ask if you have any last words, but I'll watch you swerve with longer. Oh, Zach, her little mates thought they were smart enough to get away. But look at you all now.
This place reeks of misery. More than I would even wish in Loki for his crimes. It's likely Sindri was brought here many days ago. I hope I'm not too late. I need your eyes, my friend. Giants have no mercy. When I face them, I will show them none.
I need help! Over here!
Most of the dead have been roasted upon fires. That body over there. I hope it's not who I think it is. He had his hooker cruelly stolen. I can sense that the Salakar was satisfied on this occasion. Was this cult's first victim? That amulet, the sigil. Sindri, reckless fool, all this was a meat. Oh well, it is done. I must return the body to Broke. Chance led to Sindri's capture, but the nature of his death, that was not chance. When the enemy realized they had such a prize in their clutches. Sindri's are of lesser value. Still, it can't be coincidence that Calder sated the Salakar with the Hoogers of so many races. Musvel, Jotun, Dwarf, who knows what else.
It cannot be. Is this Sindri? Noblest of dwarves?
Let this not be our missing master.
Who is this you bring? No! It can't be!
Master Broker, I share in your grief. Truly I do. Your brother was the worthiest of dwarves. More so than you will ever know.
Oh, Sindri. No. No! My dear Sindri.
The funeral arrangements are being made outside. I must use this chance to bend Broker to my will. I must speak with Broker.
So many starving dwarves produce so much shit.
I've never seen anyone do it.
You son of a rock.
I
Where
must
did...
find a way to ease Broker's sorrow and make him amenable to my wishes.
You lied to me. You said you would save him.
I said I would find him.
That ain't my brother. Not anymore. What happened? Tell me. Everything.
As I neared the village, I heard a great roar, like that of a wounded bear. Soon after, I witnessed the final act of a mighty battle. Sindri beset by giants on all sides. It was he who made the godlike roars.
He always did have a deep voice.
He wielded his hammer and chisel with uncommon skill.
Yes, I've seen him do it many times in the workshop.
Giants lay strewn about, slain by Sindri's hand. But then, one of cowardly aspect struck your brother treacherously in the back. Yet even as Sindri succumbed to the blow, he lobbed his chisel and struck the coward dead, right between the eyes.
Sindri did all that?
So it will be written. I must find a way to ease Broker's sorrow and make him amenable to my wishes.
I can't find the master's tools.
Not now.
It's too horrible
I need
to
time
even
to
think
grieve.
about.
I'll cut down that oak tree now Sindri's gone.
Where could they be?
Is something wrong, Basil?
Everything is wrong. We're burying the greatest smith who ever lived, and we don't have his tools to put with him.
I came across some at Aylthorpe. If you want, I can fetch.
Those are just the spares. He never took his best ones from the shelter.
I see. How is it that such valuable instruments have been misplaced?
Misplaced? Don't be daft. Hidden, more like.
By Sindri?
To make sure no one else ever touched them. Particularly Brooker. Except now we can't find them.
You have no idea where they might be.
Well, they're inside the shelter, I can tell you that. Well, they can't be too far. I'd be surprised if they're somewhere up high.
I thought dwarves were afraid of heights.
Not our Sindri. He was quite the climber. Now me, well, I prefer to keep my feet on the ground, right where they should be.
the dwarves, yet their constant needs. It is exhausting. Oh, Loki. Friend, betrayer. What I'd give for a moment of your gilded conversation. Even the lies. If I was Sindri, where would I hide my beloved tools? Somewhere high up, perhaps. A majestic oak. Surely this is Sindri's beloved acorn tree. What do you see? That nest looks like a promising hidey hole. If I had wings, I could reach it easily enough. The tools of Sindri's trade. I must reunite these tools with Sindri's remains before the ceremony begins. The disaster has been averted.
Oh, now I see why some call you God.
You're making me blush. Still, I have my moments. Heroes die, but not their legacy. Such was Sindri's courage, that tonight he feasts in Valhalla, the first of his kind to ever do so. Evil has come. Perhaps he can be of use.
I'm here for the mead, not the company.
You dwarves and your love of mead. It's caused me enough trouble already.
It wasn't a dwarf who ransacked half of Jotunheim in search of some mysterious mead.
I wouldn't know anything about that. You know, old friend, now would be a good time for some grand gesture.
Like what?
A respectful speech from you, Sindri's greatest rival, would surely...
Ah, fuck off.
You must all make compromises. I can even give you the honeyed words. Time soothes the well of suffering, brings hope that sees beyond chill death, recasts the whirlpool of sorrow into the placid waters of the philosophic mind.
Are those words for Sindri or Balder?
Balder lives. Why would he need such words?
Of course, of course. I didn't mean to... Well, you know. Fine, I'll do the speech. But it will be one of my making, not yours. We dwarves don't care much for poetry. Still, we can't set about making speeches until the torches are all lit up.
Evildy has come. Perhaps he can be of use. Have saved the place for me. This is a great honor that they bestow.
My brother. A true master. He was,
I did not like Sindri, and he did not like me. Still, he was good with the hammer, and the chisel, and the saw. And he knew how to work the bellows. Some said better than anyone. Even me. Brocker, your brother was a very fine smithy. I admired him greatly.
Master Broker, you've given Sindri an excellent send-off.
it's the least he deserves. But is it really true he feasts in Valhalla?
It is. I saw it in a vision. Come, let's take a stroll. Now, tell me, are you prepared to continue Sindri's good work?
Helping Ivaldi was not my brother's work.
But the fine Sutter was. It's what got him killed.
Greed for mead is what got him killed.
It took courage to go after that mead. A direct challenge to Sutter's authority.
This is crooked thinking.
Seems straight enough to me.
You know, I don't reckon I owe you a bloody thing.
I risked my life to retrieve your brother's body. Now I'm prepared to risk it again. For you and all of Svartalfheim.
Bollocks! You ain't doing anything out of the goodness of your heart. I know what you're after. I know all about your lad Balder. I have ears, you know, even in my grief. So, don't pretend you're here for us, because I know—
Would you have me abandon my own son and strive only for your salvation?
Okay, when you say it like that. I need time. still grieving, you know. Let me think on it, all right? A little old think.
I should check on Broker, see if he has come to his senses. If he hasn't, I must encourage him further.
These are the finest tools you'll ever lay eyes on.
The finest?
Good to see you're getting along. So, Broker, do you accept your duty?
Don't have much choice, do I? Last thing I need is a godly smiting up me arse.
Let this be the start of a beautiful new friendship.
To study the Salakar, I'll need the very best of tools. Too bad this workshop is lacking.
Bugger off! I got more stuff here than you can wag a finger at.
Doubt it.
If you find something you don't know how to use, just ask.
I'll be giving you lessons on how to use your
Bickering
own.
dwarves. How unusual.
Asa, you return.
What? You deal with a fire nymph?
Not this again.
What news do you bring?
My stepmother is stubborn. I cannot push too hard or she will grow suspicious.
She has no interest in a trade.
Interest, yes. But not yet the will.
I don't understand.
The Salakar is all but indestructible. You, on the other hand, are not.
She assumes she'll catch me, kill me, and retrieve the Salakar.
Time is on her side.
Then I must strip her of this illusion. If I were to make a nuisance of myself, one that cannot be ignored.
Sinmara prepares to lead my father's next major invasion.
But if I were to disrupt her plans, it may force her to the bargaining table.
Sounds risky to me.
I once plotted and carried out the murder of Emir himself. What do I care of risk?
Well, since you put it like that.
Where must I strike?
At Af Alvat Milna, my stepmother develops a strange army. At Jofursmida, she breeds beasts of war. And finally, there's Drekathorp, her supplies hub.
I'll deal with all three.
In the meantime, I shall return to Aetri. I will send word once my stepmother has become more amenable.
I'll return when I'm done, and I will expect answers regarding the Salakar.
All right then, where do we start? We
I have work to do. I must be careful now. So this is where Sandbana creates a mistake. Go, Sunan.
Lots of plunder here. With the crew's help, we can get it back to the ship.
to you. We fight!
Give me a hand with this.
Help me out over here.
Hey, come here.
Much stronger here.
This is just a small vengeance for what you did to free.
Come, help me with this.
You're finished.
Hey, come here a moment.
it.
More sail!
Hearken well, all of kings. On ocean speed, my words gain wing. All things need I God will bring. Noble deeds thine honor. Brave men slain, Valkyrier ways. Reward for strain to
Hey,
Valhalla
hold on!
days.
Hold on, good.
So this is where the she-demon stores her precious supplies.
They've an attack on sight here.
In for the finish! To battle!
Game's up, bleeding!
I'll finish you!
Torch it all, my kin!
Soon Sutra's warriors will have grumbling bellies and only sticks with which to fight.
ye scum!
Go up! Damn you!
Be wary of tricks.
beasts. These plans, no further beasts can be bred. No more piggies for you, Simbara.
Watch my lead! Die now!
taste of the roasted flesh of these mighty pigs. Now Sinmara will negotiate Balder for the Salakar, and then together he and I will steal it back. Understanding of the Salakar's true use. My future may depend on it. Hopefully the dwarves have gained an understanding of the Salakar's true use. My future may depend on it. Ragnarok is inevitable. To avoid it, impossible. And if there's one thing I know, impossible is impossible.
Oh, you're back.
Sinmara's plans lie in ruins.
I just hope you know what you're doing.
Surely I should be asking that of you. Now, tell me, what does it do?
I ain't got a clue. These light elves and they're sneaky.
You've learned nothing?
Whatever its use, the power it contains, it holds more than what you said.
Such as?
Well, for a start, there's a bloody dwarf in there.
Anyone we know?
Nah, and it's not important. Dwarf Hugers don't carry much weight. Not even mine.
So, what does it contain?
All I know is that it's more than Malvigur, Calder, and some dwarf no one cares about.
Fine. In the stories, what was the actual point of the Salakars?
Hugers were what vitalized them. But it was the magic that gave them their purpose. And that magic was different to each one.
Magic? You mean Seda?
Nah, some elf shit no one knows anymore.
Except Sutra.
That fire nymph? She sent word.
And?
Your plan worked. Sinmara's ready to barter, if it means getting you out of the way.
Where?
At the bridge leading to Feygarda. Light the beacon, and she'll come out with your lad.
The power that the Salakar holds, it must not fall into Surtur's grasp.
Nah, I'll reclaim it once Balder is safe.
Oh, my back is killing me.
Retaking the Salakar won't be easy. I may have to release Loki and ask for his aid. His talent for theft is unmatched. What I have done to him, and him to me. Once I have rescued Balder, we will be even. Loki will see that. Announce my arrival.
Do you bring that which is Sutter's?
Give me what is mine, and I will hand over what is his.
Come midway.
Balder, I got you. I got you.
Kill the Aesir quick! No mercy! For advantage!
There's behind one of these doors. Locked cells. I must find the proper keys. One of the many prison keys. All of them are here, it seems. So much death. Spells don't take no for an answer. Seems nothing can contain these tricky inventors. Guess I shouldn't touch every piece of paper I find lying around. This blood trail. Whoever was dragged here was badly wounded. Yet he was strong. It took at least 4 jailers to hold him. No. No.
The High One brought low. Mistletoe, symbol of hope, renewal, but not for Baldur. We forced so many drafts down his gullet. His torment was quite beautiful. Blind fool. You never saw what was in front of you.
Here is your child. His light gone before you even set foot here. And the rest of him? It now skulks in Helheim.
Allow me to reunite you with your boy.
No!
Traitor. You were never worth my effort.
I've seen dwarves with better stature. Take care of it. Damn you, Asa!
Stand out like brazen stepped on.
Hey, what?
Finally! The hero of Asgard. But you are an imposter. Heart as black as tar. Savage. Monstrous. You've locked that truth away. Built a code to act as its jailer. But the darkness cannot be kept hidden. It oozes out like pus from a wound, poisoning everything it touches. That is what it means to be Odin the Deceiver. I have you now. If you're going to fight, fight! Attend me. What is it? What did you see?
All my struggles mattered nothing in the end. My son was lost before I began. His premonition come to pass.
Your son?
Balder, Harvey's son. You know what I mean.
So Balder met his fate, as was foretold. Ever you have sought to elude the looms of the Nornir, but we are all caught in their weave.
No, I will not believe it. There's more to see yet. Why was I thrown from my dream?
Perhaps it was not the vision that rejected you, but you who rejected the vision. Perhaps you are afraid of it.
I fear nothing.
I think you do. And until you recognize that fear, give in to it, embrace it, the vision will not return. Some walls cannot be overcome by potions alone.
Tell me what I must do. This saga does not end here. It cannot.
Meet me in the forest when darkness lays upon the land. There we shall see how fearless you truly are.
These new visions of Odin trouble me. Am I alone in seeing them? Or do the tales of Svartalfheim hold some other meaning? Perhaps I should warm my bones by the fire. Gather my thoughts for a moment.
Salutations.
Have you got a contract for me?
Another day, another series of tasks that require a keen eye and a talent for violence. Interested? Remember, this will just think of the reward while you work. Keep you motivated.
I will see you later, friend.
Goodbye for now.
Tove, how have you been?
The fire made me think of the myths and legends Sven loved.
Would you indulge me with a tale? I would be glad to hear of Svartalfheim.
I would not tell it half as well, but his favorite was a fable to remind us to find meaning in our deeds and not in how others think of us. Svartalfheim was not short of legendary dwarven blacksmiths. Everyone has heard of Ivaldir, Brucker, and Sindri. But this tale is of a stonemason. He lived as far south as he could, where Gulnamar meets Vangrid. His workshop sat upon the shoreline. Obsessed with glory, his love of masonry had all but died. He scoured the shore, seeking precious stones washed up from other realms. Then he saw it. Something beautiful, glittering, shimmering across the water, upon an island he had never dared travel to. He hastily built a boat, working long into the night. He set sail and found many rocks that sparkled and dazzled upon the island. He cried out in joy. To craft anything from such stones, he would be remembered for all time. Then he felt a sudden sting on his foot. Then another, and another. His eyes adjusted to the dark. So consumed was he by his desire for renown, he failed to realize he had walked into a nest of snakes, until it was already too late. And so, clutching the stone that sealed his fate, there he died. Remembered, yes, but only for his folly.
A fine tale, Tony, and well told. Sven would be proud.
Eivor! Whatever is the matter? Have you been spending too much time drinking Valka's special sauces again?
I am troubled by visions of Odin and of Svartalfheim. They flood my mind without warning, without invitation.
Aha! Which is how Thor flooded Svartalfheim. Thor, fast to act, but not so fast to think, would stomp and thump and fight and bump everywhere he and Mjolnir should go. One day, he fought a giant in Jotunheim with such ferocity that Thor's killing blow was felt through all 9 realms. The ground shook, mountains rose up, hills tore apart, creating canyons, and north of Svaladal, the massive lake that housed the springs of Yggdrasil split open, flooding all of Svartalfheim. The dwarf king, Hreidmar, acted swiftly. He built 3 mighty dams, preventing further damage to his realm, working alongside his beloved subjects. So surprised was one builder to see the great king working as an equal that he slipped, tumbling into the raging waters below. Without hesitation, Hreidmar leapt, once from his horse and again from the center of the dam's lip, diving into the frightful torrent. Before the builder could even cry for help, Hreidmar was pulling him onto dry land. And so 2 giant statues were built to honor the king, one for each leap of unthinking bravery, and stood until the end of days.
Until Ragnarok.
Aye! So you see, actions ripple outward, like a stone falling into a lake. Or like Thor crushing a Jotun skull with Mjolnir.
Affecting everything, whether foretold or unknown.
I fear my tale has only worsened your concerns.
No, a good story is a log that feeds a mind's flame. Thank you, friend. In every great story, there's truth to be found. I wonder what could be found in Svartalfheim, the place they spoke of. These new visions of Odin trouble me. Am I alone in seeing them? Or do the tales of Svartalfheim hold some other meaning? Perhaps I should warm my bones by the fire. Gather my thoughts for a moment.